I want to go somewhere people actually think like I do, instead of all this picture-perfect greenery and maple creamies. You took that hit like a champ, Justin says. I shrug. Muscle memory. Justin laughs like that's the funniest thing he's ever heard. We've been friends since second grade. As the only two East Asian kids in our class, it just kind of made sense for us to hang out together. I give him the boba hookup, and he reminds me how lucky I am that my parents don't disown me for being a solid B- student. Symbology or something. When we get to the shop, I find Mom wiping down the front counter, her shoulders hunched. It's been like that for the past few weeks. Me walking in sometime around 5 to find the place emptier than the stands during one of our games, and my mom scrubbing down the same sparkling stretch of counter. This time last year, there would have been at least a handful of customers standing in line to get a milk tea or something, but that was also before every ice cream, frozen yogurt, and donut shop started selling them too. And that doesn't even touch on our issue with the Morenos. Other ethnic shops have popped up from time to time, but considering the town is so white that most of them don't even know what mung bean is, they always flop in a year or two. Our shop and the Morenos are the only two that have been able to stick it out. Like maybe they're just different enough that people are willing to stop by both. But that also means we're in a constant game of tug of war to keep them from pulling too many customers away from us and taking us out altogether. Which is why, even if Gabriel wasn't the single biggest nuisance on the planet, I'd still hate his guts. "Ah, Theo," Mom says, as if I don't get home at the same time every day. "You can help me count tips." Mom never asks me to do things. It's always, "You can do," like she's granting me the special privilege of being her servant. "Hey, Mrs. Mori," Justin says, "can you get me a taro bun and one of those cool sunset drinks?" I can already feel the tension rolling off Mom before she says, "What's a sunset drink?" "Oh, it's one of those teas with the cool colors," Justin says. "Hold up, I got you." He slips his phone out of his pocket, probably pulling up some Try Guys video or something. Finally, he holds the screen up to Mom's face, and she raises her lip. "What is that? That's not tea. Looks like a lava lamp." "But everyone's been posting pictures of them." I lay a hand on Justin's shoulder and say, "I'm gonna go count tips," before stepping behind the counter. Justin's voice floats back to me as he pleads his case, but he should know it's not worth the breath. My parents are traditional. Well, as traditional as a Chinese and Japanese couple really can be, I guess. They only believe in brand names. They never buy them at full price, and most importantly, they don't follow trends. If it's not carved into the stone of their recipe books, they won't make it. Except the boba thing. But I guess it's that old Chinese nature to steal a drink from Taiwan and claim it as our own. Inside the office, the door closes a little too loudly behind me, but at least it blocks out the argument that's bound to come from the counter. Justin's gonna stand there, begging for his weird rainbow drink, and Mom's never gonna budge. That's just the way they are. Sliding into the desk chair, it's pretty clear to me I'm the most generous person in my family. I let Mom stick to her old Asian ways, I entertain Justin's quirks, and I even called this space an office, even if it's really only a storage closet with a desk in it. I pull out the little Spam tin safe Dad uses to store the tips from the day and start counting. Considering most of our customers are older Asian folk looking for the only authentic Asian pastries in town, we don't earn a whole lot in tips. It's fine, though, because I'm always in charge of counting them, which means no one bats an eye when a dollar or two goes missing. The crinkled bills slide into my pocket as I jot down the total thus far. A couple of bucks won't mean a whole lot to my parents, but it'll make a huge difference for my future, so I ignore the little jolt to my nerves I get every time I close the safe and return it to the desk. We don't